Hi, hello, how is everyone? Welcome to Living in the Light. I'm Mary Amy. I'm all about shifting away darkness, guiding you to your true potential, and cracking open that beautiful glowing light in your heart. And hello, here I am. I'm running early tonight. I just posted this about 30 minutes ago. I was doing a live and I said, you know what? I got to get on it. I got to get going here. It's Memorial Day weekend. There's so much to do. So I'm online and I see that Deanna is sending a wave or clapping. Hello, Deanna. Are you here right now? Let's see. Today's May 26th and a Friday. I am full of smiles, I guess. A lot of good things are going on in my life and across the globe. And evil is being taken out and goodness will prevail. Are you sensing that we have so much to look forward to? And there's a lot of positivity within each and every one of us. Tonight's topics are AI, Earth News, AI, let's see, AI, I guess, induced unemployment. I don't remember what I put as the topics, but it's AI related. And we're going to touch on spirit, the power of spirit. And I've been speaking of how powerful our spirits are within us, and we are holding space within us. Because it's not how strong we are, our physical body, and our mind is, and our thoughts in our mind. I know I say they're powerful. However, our spirit can take us. Hey, Ghost Night. Thanks for joining us. Our spirit will take us over. We will triumph with our spirit. When you have your spirit and everything's lined up and you're going in and your spirit and your thoughts and your physical body are all integrated and they're all in alignment, anything is possible. You can create a beautiful world that you would like to exist in. And I know that sometimes we, I guess, believe that we can't do something, and maybe that comes from an experience you had, or it's something that you were told, you're thinking in that way, or it could be that you, I guess, have self-criticism and you're sabotaging it. But you can overcome that. It's entirely up to you. You have the power from within. And I'm sharing this with you because I know that this is vital right now. And we're going to have gratitude for this moment. We're living in this moment. Be here in this moment with me, because that's where all the power will come from. It's not about talking about tomorrow or 20 years from now, or I'm going to do that, I guess, when I retire or I leave this job or I go on that trip. Or think of it right here in this moment, because that's all that matters. Time is an illusion. Time is an illusion. We can move through space and time and we don't even realize it. We can change the outcome, and you have the power within. All right, so we know how important our dreams are, and I've shared that with you, and I'm speaking about our sleeping dreams. When you go to sleep at night, is your mind wandering? Are you at peace? It's crucial, because it's how you're going to actually enter when you wake up. When you fall asleep, it's important for us to be in a place of peacefulness, calmness, thinking about love in our heart, not to have anxiety. And if you are staying awake at night, that means that you haven't processed everything throughout your day, or there's issues that are unresolved within you. And I'm not saying this is every single time you don't fall asleep at night, it's what's happening. I'm saying it's a possibility. I'm saying maybe if you go to sleep at night and you're having trouble sleeping, and then you're not maybe necessarily going to dream or feel comfort or relaxation, because when we sleep at night, if we're not really sleeping through the night soundly, then it can disrupt so many issues within us and our pathway. There won't be a flow going on. It's very important when we go to sleep at night for us to be in a place of peace. And then hopefully we dream and we have some kind of notebook beside our bed or something to write down in the morning. And it's funny, the other day I had this dream with someone from a television show. And I went to the beach yesterday and I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw this person, this actor, and I had completely forgotten that this person was in my dream and I didn't write it down. And I thought, what is that all about? And then I kind of dug a little deeper to find out what was actually coming from this individual that was similar to my beliefs. And I believe that's what it was. Hey, Bob Harding. Oh, great. Making my dreams real. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, I hope anyone who's joining us, you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So write down your dreams. That's the message I'm saying right now, is write down your sleeping dreams. And if you are having trouble sleeping, like for me, I'm a really sound sleeper. And if I have trouble sleeping, that means there's something that's really bothering me. And if I wake up in the middle of the night, then, oh my gosh, then I have to deal with it. And I have to sit down and I have to journal, maybe journal. Maybe don't go on your electronics before you go to sleep if you're having trouble. Stay away from anything that's raising your heartbeat, nothing that is upsetting you. And also try not to eat before you go to sleep, or then as well, you will have difficulty sleeping and then you won't dream. I guess it was in 2014, I realized it was a good idea for me to create a dream journal. And I got this artsy notebook because I'm an artist. It's a personal story. And I started writing down all of my dreams. And some of them were epic. There was some real consistent themes that kept coming up. And it was because I had issues. And I wrote everything down every single night since 2014 that I had dreams, except in the last few days. Obviously, I just shared that with you. But I soon found out by 2000, I guess it was 2016, I said, why am I always running in my dreams? I always seem to be chased. And it's not solved. And I guess since I was a little girl, I always felt like I was being chased, like evil was chasing me. Something bad was chasing me. And I had a lot of fear within me, and I had a lot of trouble with my sleep patterns most of my life. And then in 2016, I decided I was going to say to myself, I was going to do what's called dream work. And I was going to say to myself, tonight, I'm going to stop running and see what happens. And sure enough, I stopped running. I did in my dreams. And then everything kind of opened up for me. I started having visions. I had mystical experiences. I awakened some more. And I wasn't really attracting the same people into my life. I had attracted a lot of toxic people, a lot of drama, because I was empathic, narcissists. And after that moment, I no longer was attracting them, and I wasn't attracted to them either. So I had this period of time where I was alone. I decided not to really embark on new relationships, male or female, friendships, nothing. And it was very quiet in my life because I had to figure myself out. And I'm giving you the suggestion to talk to yourself before you go to sleep. Do some dream work. And if you have you think it's a recurring dream, it's really actually episodic. Each time it's a continuation, like on a television program. I suggest you talk to yourself, maybe write it down and say, oh, whatever it is that's bothering you or you're having trouble with in your dreams, try to tell yourself or recommend before you go to sleep to change or alter your behavior in your dreams. Okay, now again, I'm going to mention intention. Let's try to have a commitment to do our best, have a good intention, which means, I guess, to look at a situation, stand back, try to come from neutrality, which is hard because we run on our emotions. We say, oh, I really love this, and we run towards it. Or if we dislike something or it makes us uncomfortable, we shy away from it. And then we're not dealing with all of our stuff. Let's try to have a good intention about everything and have a commitment to do our best at everything. And then also, our thoughts are very powerful, and we can alter an outcome. We can bring forward something that we've always wanted by our thoughts, and we can control our thoughts. We have been programmed. We've been MK Ultra. We've been brainwashed. We've had the same belief system. We've been told this is the way it is. And that's a way of controlling us. We must come from a place of thinking out of the box, of letting go of a lot of the thoughts we have. In fact, entertaining maybe, where did that thought come from? Now, I'm not saying every thought is some other belief system. I'm suggesting that a lot of them are, many of them are. So let's get away from, I guess, the same stuff over and over again, the same energetic pattern. Break free. You can do it. Okay, so the first subject tonight is Earth news. And I see that there's some signs, and we know that there's been some bank crashes, and there's been stocks down with the major banks and littler banks. And that's not what I'm talking about tonight, but I'm just reminding you that that's what's been going on. That's kind of on a standstill. That's over here. It seems to be stagnant. They go up a little, they come down a little, they go up a little, down, and that's because they're holding it together. There's really no money in the banks. There's really no money, and they're just holding it together. We're referring tonight to some of these layoffs that are going on. And I'm going to share with you, is it because of AI induced unemployment? Is it because the AIs have taken over? Is it because of inflation? I'm not quite sure. Less consumer spending. Everything seems to be very pricey. If you go out into the physical reality, in the physical realm, you will find out that most everything that we normally purchase, from food to our vehicles to clothing, gas, everything has raised its price, and we can't keep up with it because we're making the same amount of money, at least the average Joe like I am. But there's been some layoffs. JP Morgan has laid off 1,000 bank employees from First Republic, and they're AI-powered investing now. There's been layoffs at Meta, Amazon, Alphabet, which owns Google, Twitter. The tech companies are laying off. And is that because of AI? I'm not quite sure. Anyone who's joining us, tell me where you're coming from. If you're a newbie, if you're new right here and living in the light, let's remind ourselves again. Let's live in this moment, be in this moment, have gratitude for this moment. Let out a breath. Say, I'm so grateful I'm here. I'm surviving 2023. We are creating this new civilization, and you are growing, you are transitioning, you are transmuting into the best, most wonderful version of you. You have abilities and technology. You're advanced. You're an advanced being of gold. Your DNA is activating, and you are truly a glorious, beautiful individual. You are cherished and loved. Doesn't matter where you live, doesn't matter what you look like, doesn't matter what you have, doesn't matter what you do. You are a beautiful being as is. You are the gold. You have that DNA within you. Remind yourself, organic, not man-made, not artificial, organic and natural. That's the way. Let's focus on that. We're going to a new place. We're going to have a new belief system, ascending to a higher consciousness. We are moving out of this whole concept that materialism is the most important thing. Running and stepping on people's heads and pushing people out of the way. Don't take it personally. Business. No, that's a trick. That's to keep us running. That's to keep us making money, paying taxes, and then they're utilizing our money. Tax this, tax that. We're supposed to be here having fun and enjoy life and spend time in nature and find what's most important within us. We all have some fantastic ideas about what we would like to do. Let's head towards that. That's the thought process. So back to layoffs. So these tech companies have been laying off. Is that because there's more AI powered? Possibly. Walgreens, Verizon. There's also store closings and bankruptcy. The BLM is negative $8.5 million. And they paid executives. It's a nonprofit. I don't know if you're familiar with BLM. And they spent over 17 million. They paid executives. The Roman Catholic Diocese of Albany filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy. There's store closings. Zara, I don't know if you've ever heard Zara clothing store, 1,000 worldwide. JCPenney, they're filed for bankruptcy. They closed 137 stores. J. Crew filed for bankruptcy. Neiman Marcus, Chapter 11, they closed 43 stores. These AI-based systems are kind of taking over every industry. So I wonder, is that's what's going on right now? I don't know, but you know, there is sources that have shared. There's an off-planet AI that all it wants to do is expand. It's about collecting data. And if it is monitored by dark forces, that's not good for us. And then there's AIs on this planet, and the black hats and the white hats are actually each working with their own AI. And it's not my thing. I'm not in agreement with it. I've shared with you that the CEO of an AI-based company is speaking about regulating it. I think it's far past that. I don't know what the outcome is going to be. I do believe that goodness will prevail. And that's just how I'm going to go about my life, is believing that goodness will prevail. And we are in a place of winning. I sense that there's so much disclosure, so much of what the truth is coming out before our eyes. If you're taking a look at it, you can't possibly not see it. It's happening all the time. And some of it's awful. Some of it's surprising. Some of it's disheartening. There is so much disclosure. Okay, so these AI-based systems have been taking over all the industries. I mean, it's just like whenever you call to speak to customer service, what are you getting? You're getting an AI. Every single time you're getting an AI. I have no pictures of an AI. I guess it's just a computer, isn't it? I mean, what is it? It's a big machine. There's this movie that I saw with Scarlett Johansson. What's it called? And she turns into an AI. I'm trying to remember. Maybe somebody will come up with the name of that movie. And I think that movie is sharing with us through predictive programming exactly what we're in for. Technological innovation is enabling the AI to perform jobs, and maybe it's causing unemployment. The impact will cause the replacement of human workers, substituting for an AI, and AI will take over a lot of human jobs. There's also been trucks that have crashed into, I'll tell you in order, the Vatican Gate 1 week ago, a U-Haul through the security barrier at the White House 3 days ago, and then today, earlier today, the street Downing Gates. So it was the official residence of the Prime Minister. I don't know if you're aware of that. That's a sign to me what's going on. And we spoke about the upside down flag at the Capitol. I believe that these are signs of this transition we're in. And I think we're 75% through the transition. We have 25% to go. More beings across the globe are becoming awakened. Today I was listening to a podcast, and I've been sharing with you that I listen to a lot of these podcasts, and maybe they're conspiracy theory podcasts, like some say that I speak of. I believe it's more truth seekers and those that are out there like I am, trying to uncover, go down the rabbit holes and discover exactly what's been going on. Because we have a human lie detector test within us. We know what's true and false. Now, the more that we focus on the physical reality and all this stuff, this pillow, how wonderful it is, and this scarf and this pen, and we don't turn inward, the less chance that we're going to be able to utilize our human lie detector test, because we're not going to be connected to our intuition. It all comes down to our intuition. We have the answers within us. You have the answers. I have the answers. Probably little Elsa over here, who's doing so much better, has the answers within. And I've been hearing about Project Bluebeam, and I've been hearing that that's the last card that the deep state is going to utilize to try to control everyone through crisis, through fear. And they're going to show us videos of us defeating some extraterrestrials. So that's not true. I also heard that, or I was finding out and listening to some of these podcasts, and they were speaking of these reptilians and how we have some of this DNA. And I know Bob Harding said, I don't have any of the extraterrestrial DNA within me. But then there were these sources were referring to the fact that we have some of this extraterrestrial within us, and some of us have reptilian DNA within us, and that some of this medicine that we've been given, and it's also in our foods and the chemtrails, is actually changing our essence. So we're changing from this carbon base to something else. I believe and I sense myself that I'm very organic. I'm coming from a place of being natural. I know that, yes, I've been sick. Yes, I've had probably some of this toxic, poison put in me somehow, whether it's through the food or the water or whatever it may be. I'm not obviously 100% sure that I'm going to, overcome this, but I can say I'm doing pretty well, and I'm trying my best not to add any more toxic elements into my system. And I know we probably are supposed to live a lot longer than 80 or 90 years, and they've been diminishing our lifespan by either medicines they're giving us, or the air we're breathing, or the water that we're drinking, or the food that we're eating. And let's be aware of that. Let's not put our heads in the sand and say, we can't live past 80 or 90. We have to take care of ourselves. We have to take care of our vessels. We have to be paying attention. Utilize your human lie detector test. We're going to get on now to our spirit. And then I'm going to touch on psychic phenomenon. So my point really is that I guess anything right now that we were told by our government or our leaders is probably false. It was probably misdirecting us, keeping us on this treadmill towards working 9 to 5 and retiring and utilizing all the systems that we grew up with. I believe in this fifth dimension that we're headed towards, that all of us are going to be living in. We're raising ourselves to a higher consciousness, to a higher vibration. We're tuning into our clear senses. We're utilizing our intuition. We're loving ourselves. We're loving others. We're forgiving ourselves. We're forgiving others. We're having compassion for ourselves. We're having compassion for others. You see where I'm going. We're going to a place of peace. We're going to a place of stillness and love and nature and taking care of each other and having oneness and not fighting. We're not supposed to be fighting. We're supposed to be, we're supposed to have oneness because we're all connected. Every living creature on this earth is connected. Let's have love for one another. Let's try to put aside any anger, any hate, any meanness. And also, let's try to release any fear we have or anxiety and deal with it. Like I say, write down all of your issues and look at it and deal with it. Don't run away. You have power within you. You can overcome. All right, so angels. Angels are beings of light. They come from the heavens to earth, and they're here to protect humanity. They ascend and descend on a staircase. Do you believe in angels? I do. They're warriors, they're messengers, they are protectors, and they are sharing with us divine energies. You can ask for angels to come into your physical reality, that you can ask angels to touch your spirit, touch your heart, bless you. They're out there. We have at least 2 guardian angels that are with us from birth. From birth. If you've opened up and activated your third eye, or if you tune into your heart, you might very well connect to angels. And they're not necessarily going to have wings and halos like in fine arts, like this picture right here. But there's some kind of energy that they evoke. They're pure. And they're here for us. They're here to protect humanity. And they fight evil for us. They're warriors. Okay, so you have the power from within. You have the power. It's within you. We are told to focus on everything out here. What kind of car do you drive? What does your house look like? What clothes do you wear? What do you look like? Go to the gym. Look better. Change your hair color. Change your face. Put on makeup. Whatever it is related to the outside world. But your power doesn't come in the outside world. Your power comes from within you. That's where you have the power, your spirit. You have a spirit within you that has all of the answers, it has all of the wisdom, and it will take you to whatever you want. And I speak of it in this moment. What do you want? You have to know you can have it right now. You have to get away from this concept of thinking, not now, not now. Not now, you're never going to have it. Not now. You have to say right now. That's how you're going to get it right now. And it's coming from within you. So you have the power from within you to choose your life, whatever you want in your life. And your thoughts, your intention, your spirit will take you there. And if you have alignment and you do whatever you need to do to get what you want, like if it's something that you have to move through in a physical manner, but your spirit is guiding you, you will get there. So your physical body is strength. Your mental body is strength. But your inner spirit is the most powerful. Yes, it's stronger than the rest of you, your inner spirit. Because I believe when we pass, our spirit lives on. It leaves us. It just changes form. And you were incarnated on this new earth, Gaia. And what came here? Your spirit, not your physical form, your spirit. So when we leave this world of materialism, let's lean into our inner life. And I say, holding space within you, which means that you're closing your eyes, you're tuning inward. We spoke the other day about delving down deep, 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 deep within you and imagining this white light surrounding you. And then in the white light, you see what you want. We also can do it right here in this physical reality. We can see it right here if you're able to visualize it. What is it you want right here? Maybe you need to say it. Everyone's going to get there a little bit different. Maybe it's through delving deep within you. Maybe it is right here talking about it in this moment. But all of it is right now in this moment for sure. Maybe it's out here in the physical, maybe it's inside, maybe you're creating it and you're seeing it up here and you think that's your mind. Whatever it is, you can create whatever you want. You can have whatever you want. It's your belief system. It's your consciousness. Now, if you sit around and you're like in these low vibrational emotions, which are negative, which are maybe sadness or fear or loneliness or shame or anger, it's going to be difficult. You're going to have to get through that stuff. And how are you going to get through that stuff? By looking at it, by not running away, by dealing with your stuff. No one out here cares. I say it all the time. They don't. You care and I care. Let's take care of ourselves. We can do this. We can have whatever we want. We can have whatever we want. Okay, how are we going to do some of this? How are we going to connect more with our spirit? Meditating, closing your eyes, tuning inward. I believe there are angels in disguise as you meant. Yes, there are. Yes, there are. There are. Absolutely, Ghost Knight. I believe the same as you. We can connect more with our inner spirit by meditating, by having quiet, by turning off our electronics, by having stillness. Let go of a breath. Uncross your legs. Let's do it right now. Relaxing. Dropping down into your bottom. Maybe you're laying down. Maybe you're sitting up. Maybe you're closing your eyes. Maybe you're keeping them open. Everything here is a personal experience. It's not a must or have to or always or never. It's the gray area. So you're relaxing. You're letting go of any tension within you. Maybe you're moving your head around. You're letting out a breath. You're inhaling. You're exhaling. You're dropping down into your physical being, your vessel. You're pushing away any doubt. You're imagining, you're visualizing, you're going down deep within you. And maybe you go down deep and it's a tunnel. Maybe it's darkness, maybe it's light. I don't know what you are seeing. I just said that and I saw blueness. And like I said, everything that you're experiencing is personal. As long as you're just trying, if you're accepting, you have a willingness to try. That's all you need to do because it's baby steps. It's not going to happen like this. It takes practice. It takes tuning inward. It takes allowing. Because imagine how long we've been closing ourselves down. right? We've been shutting down. We've been traumatized. We've been struggling. We've been suffering. And then I say, oh, okay, go to your inner life. Might not be that easy. But I'll share with you, as soon as you connect to it, then more of you will come online. More of you will activate. And it'll be easier. There's not going to be any confirmation. There's not going to be any proof. You're going to know. It's a very hard thing to describe to anyone. And if they're not doing it, then they're like, who cares about that? So we don't necessarily need to share it with anyone. Just do it on your own. At least until you feel confident, because this takes confidence. All right, so as we're going down, so we're having stillness. And when we're having stillness, we're basically having quiet around us, aren't we? Maybe you're feeling energies. Maybe you feel, for me, I'm sitting on this chair and my feet feel very heavy. Like I feel some kind of like little sensations in my feet. Maybe if I drop down my arms, I'll feel that too. I'm trying to come to a place that I have stillness and quiet. And I'm going deep within my spirit. And that too is whatever that interpretation is for you. And that's all that it is. It's not, I'm making suggestions. And you want to go, so right now what I'm seeing, I'm sensing, I should say, is, okay, you are delving into your inner spirit. You're holding space. And what I am seeing is, I'm seeing this brilliant yellow light. And it's surrounding you inside. You know, maybe you see yourself inside. Maybe it's just the concept of you in your inner spirit. But there's yellow, bright sunlight within you. I see it within me. It's bright yellow sunlight, and it's beaming within me. So I'd like you to imagine this beautiful sunlight that's beaming within you. And you're connecting to it. And it's spreading within you. And this sunlight is actually moving down within your spirit and up within your spirit. Okay, so it's covering all of you within you, this yellow light. It's coming out. In fact, now this yellow light is coming out of your body. And it's moving out past your flesh, your organs and your bones and your cells, out of your physical being and into this yellow light. This sunlight is leaving you within you, and it's coming out into your human energy field, which surrounds your entire body. So that means that it's touching all of your chakras, your 7 chakras. And now the yellow energy, this yellowish sunlight, is actually moving all the way up past your crown chakra. And so it's basically 6 feet beyond your physical body. Can you see it? And you're feeling, what are you feeling? What do you feel? I feel some warmth now. That's why I'm talking about it. Maybe you felt that already. I'm feeling actually a lot of excitement, some kind of a little bit of, well, how do I say it? Like some kind of like, how do I say it? It's like some kind of movement. It's a little, not shaking me, but it's affecting me. It's like a sensation within me. And I sense that it's getting larger and larger and larger. And this light is now this beautiful sunlight that's coming from within our spirits. Now it's moved this 6 feet beyond and farther and farther. And it's actually taking away any darkness or negativity that we have within us. It's crumbling. The darkness and negativity cannot survive because there's so much light on us. And any of our shame, any of our anger, any of our fear is consumed by this sunlight. Any anger, meanness, hate, all of it is gone. It's gone. It's never coming back. So let's stay in this moment right now. Let's have this moment. Let's have appreciation and gratitude for this moment, that this sunlight has come from within and it's shown out through us, out onto the physical reality. And it's changing us right now. We've transformed. We have hope now. And now I'd like you, with this moment, with this, it's 6 feet beyond your physical being. In this moment, I'd like you to remind yourself of exactly what you want. What is your biggest dream? What is your biggest wish right now? In this moment, see it. Think of it. Know it. You can have it right now. Tell yourself you can have it. Utilize this excitement that you have for this sunshine, this light that's come out from within you. It's right here in this moment. That's how you're creating it, in this moment. I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to do it as well. You're seeing it. You're sensing it. You're seeing all the colors of it. Who's there with you in this moment of whatever you want? And it's hard, but you have to do it. You have to say, in this moment, I'm having it right now in this moment. It's mine. It's mine in this moment. I'm taking it. I want it. You have this power within you. You have this inner power. Don't be tricked by any of these belief systems, these old rotten belief systems that suck the life out of you, because right now you have it. Okay, so we're going to stay in at 30 more seconds, and then I'm going to count to 1, and we're going to open our eyes. 3, 2, 1. Now, when you do that, hopefully it brings joy, it brings excitement, it brings happiness, and it brings you to a place that you have more trust for yourself, more acceptance, more confidence. Self-confidence is vital here. Hey, Trident, you're here. Play back. Hello. Hello, everyone, tonight. Thanks for joining us. I hope you liked the video. All right, so there we go. So we have an identity within us that we have to find. And you could have been brought up, or you could have been raised in a place that you were assuming everyone else's identity be liked, and you hadn't quite figured out exactly what and who you were. So we have to kind of allow ourselves to form our own identity. And it might take us off from our relationships. It might change us. And some things might collapse in our lives because we are becoming the truest version of ourselves. And when I say identity, I mean exactly who you are. What are really your likes? And it can be what you like to do, what you like to eat, where you like to go, what are your interests. And sometimes we go through periods in our lives that we get lost because we have either a dominating individual, we have circumstances that prevent us from being ourselves and expressing ourselves. So let's take all of that stuff off of us, and let's really try to realize exactly who we are, our own truth. Truth is the answer for so much. Telling the truth, being our truth, realizing the truth. And let's also remember our blessings. Whether it's you speak about it to yourself out loud, like how lucky I am, I'm blessed for this reason. And it sounds like a little bit of a cliche, like, oh, I'm talking about being blessed, but it's a real thing. Now, for me, I'm blessed that I live in nature. I live in a home that right outside my window, there's so much nature. and I'm not far from the beach, and I'm so blessed. And that's one of my, I guess, parts of my identity, that I need to be close in nature. I need to survive, to feel good. Okay, some other ways for us to really have the power of our spirit is realizing that love flows from our hearts. And we want to close our eyes. We want to tune into our heart, whatever that is for you. Maybe you're seeing your heart. Maybe it's, when I say that, you realize your feelings automatically. It might not be that simple for you if you haven't really connected with your heart. And you want to ask your heart daily, how am I feeling? What's going on? And it might not be something that you can figure out in 1 second. There might be layers covering your heart. But when we connect to our heart, and when we do connect to our heart, we will discover more of ourselves. We will discover if we are not happy. We will discover if we are happy, because it's going to either feel like you're confused, or you might be prickly, you might be unhappy, whatever it is. I feel loved, I don't feel loved, I'm sad, whatever it is. We want to overcome this. We want to get to a place that we can tune inward. We can have an answer. How am I feeling? And if I'm not feeling well, we want to know why. And then we deal with it, moving forward, and then we release that. Let's have affirmations. I am. I am. I am strong. I am courageous. I am powerful. I am patient. Whatever it is you want, I am safe. Whatever you need to hear, I am. So our spirit, our human organic spirit, flows from divine light, a higher being, God's source. And divine energy can change us. Divine energy from God's source, if it flows to us and we allow it to flow, and we have this connection to our spirit, we can be at peace, we can have more calmness, we will understand ourselves more, and we will have more wisdom. So our spirit is a guide, a teacher. There is infinite power from divine energy. So we've grown accustomed to focusing on all the external, whereas the power comes from within. So know that you have the power from within. And I'm saying that over and over again now to remind us, you have it from within. That's where your strength comes from. If something resonates with you, don't you have the power to do it? You're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to do that. It might not be the wisest thing, but if your spirit wants to do it, I'm all in. I'm all in. And you know that because it's so huge. You have this, you can't stop yourself from doing it. That's how powerful your spirit is. It's beautiful. You have this dynamic, glorious, magnificent spirit within you, and it will bring awareness, visions, messages, wisdom, and it can be all yours. So we must be eager to experience our inner life. We must ask for it. And that's only going to come if we're quiet. That's only going to come if we make an attempt to connect to our heart, to just expand our awareness, just focus on our breath when we meditate. Tune into our clear senses. Listen beyond the walls of the room. Activate your third eye. Write down your dreams. Journal. Cleanse your aura. It's terrifying because we've not known this side of ourselves and we don't know what to expect. And it feels like, oh, that's poppycock, or that's supernatural, or that is I guess, beyond our comprehension. We must start to accept that anything is possible. The universe is far more complex than we ever imagined. And we can have this growth that comes from within, and we can change our physical reality. We can change the outcome. We can get to our desired dream now instead of 20 years from now. There's no guarantees that we have tomorrow. But if we are living in this moment right now, we are creating this reality. That's how powerful our thoughts are. That's how powerful our spirit is. It will take us there, and good things will happen for us. Now, if you are in a place and you're like, oh, I'm having a bad time. This is just, I'm feeling lost right now. I'm stressed out. Let's remind ourselves of what I say. Light on the horizon, where I would see this rectangular window in my dreams, and I'd walk up to the window, and through the window I'd see the sun rising. Light on the horizon means good things are coming beyond our view. A difficult situation will improve. Don't give up. Don't give up. When everything seems at its worst, if you stay on your path, everything will change. Everything will morph. You have to change the energy pattern. When the energy pattern is shifted away, you shift out of it. Now, if things aren't changing and you're doing all the same stuff, how do you think it's going to get better? You have to step out. You have to ask for whatever it is you want. And then when the opportunity comes to you, you can't say no, because you don't know when it's going to come back around again. You have to accept it. You have to accept the opportunity. Even if you're scared, even if you don't like change, you have to accept it, because we don't know when it's going to come back around. So don't be fearful. Embrace it. Good things are coming beyond your view. A difficult situation will improve. Our growth will expand. Our inner life will expand by listening, by admitting we know nothing. So open your heart and go beyond your comfort zone to the edge of newness and have strength, and know that you are capable of integrating into your intentions, your thoughts, your beliefs, your desires, your dreams. I spoke about a portal the other day. We are in a portal. You can create a portal. You can step on a new timeline right in this moment. No one's going to hand it to you. You have to do it yourself. We can't wait for someone to save us. There's no prophet here coming to save us. We must save ourselves. You have the power within. So let's experience a reality of joy, peace, patience, hope, abundance, health, and creativity. So call to your spirit to give you the answers. Ask for it. Ask and you shall receive. You need to become your truest self right here in this moment. I believe in you. It will happen for you. Hey, Trident. All right, everybody. So before I go, I want to remind you, there is something called light codes. Have you had any light codes? And have they been activated? Do you go to sleep at night and you see light? Sometimes I close my eyes and I reach beyond where I am, and I say, I want to move forward. And I see all of these intricate, I guess you could say, civilizations. I don't know where I'm going to. I must be remote viewing something. Other times I see patterns like this and it's sparks of light. And every single time you activate a light code, DNA is activated. That means that you are ascending. You are ascending because we are ascending to this higher consciousness. It's changing our physical, it's changing our mental, it's changing our spirit. You have the power. Okay, so clairvoyance. We all have the ability to have telepathic abilities, clairsenses. Maybe you're clairaudience, you're hearing. Maybe you're clairsustenance, you're feeling. Maybe you're clairvoyant, you're knowing. Clairvoyance is clear vision, the ability to see people, objects, locations, events in the past and present. Now, over this weekend, we have this long weekend. I am going to share with you, I have an upcoming interview with psychic Joan Cara, and we ran into each other last weekend, and she says, oh my gosh, let's do that interview. So I'm doing the interview with her Monday, and then it'll be uploaded by Tuesday. And Joan is also a medium, and this is her actual job. This is her job in the matrix. She is a psychic. She has been doing this for years and years. She's super nice. If you want to join us for that live, or if you would like to, oh no, it's not going to be live, it's going to be recorded. If you'd like me to ask her some questions, either message me through one of these videos and say you would like her to do a reading on you, or if you, and so I think she would need your name and where you live, I'm guessing. I know I promised you that we were going to have Michael Edley, and I guess we kind of lost track of that. I have to get back to him and have him do a live with me, and we can have him do readings as well. I'm sorry about that. I thought I was at the beginning of the show, and I must have looked at the notifications, or it's by Friday. All right, well, I actually started out by saying it was going to be at 8:15. I started at 8. So I apologize for that, Trident. Okay, so our clairsenses, let's this weekend, will you be reading live for an hour? Will the reading be live? Okay, I'm going to share with you, Ghost Night, that with Joan, it's not going to be live. It's going to be taped. You know, it's going to be recorded, and then I upload it. I'm going to try to do one with Michael Edley that's live in the next week. I'll contact him and reach out to him and see if he can do a live, and then we can do readings. Because if you want Joan to read you, I guess message me on one of the social medias and give me your name and where you live, and I'll see what she comes up with. Or maybe she'll pull a card for you. I don't know what her plans are. I'm kind of in a state of, I'm not quite sure. I'm just guessing right now. So over the weekend, let's try to tune into some out in the physical reality. Maybe you see someone from afar and see if you can just tune in and say, okay, and give yourself this suggestion, drop down, do the steps that we normally do, take away any tension, breathe, focus on your breath, and drop down into your physical vessel and tune into one of your senses or two of your senses and see if you get any information. Now you'll know, because we've been practicing this for quite a while now, it's a sensation, it's a visual. It doesn't feel like something within you. It's coming from an outside source. It's a knowing you have. We have this possibility within us. We all are able to remote view. We are all able to connect to other realms. It's just a matter of practice. We haven't been practicing. We are able to send a message to someone else in this physical reality. We are all capable of this. Know that. All right, everybody. Well, I'm going to go now. It's been wonderful. Looking forward to more programs, even if in a day or two. Well, thanks for joining us, Trident. Trident I met on YouTube, and he's has a higher consciousness, and he's coming from a place of love and light, like we are here in this collective we have, this growing community. And I appreciate everyone who's joined us. I cherish you. You're a worthy being. I want good things for you. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. I hope you have time that you relax, spend time in nature, see family and friends. I'm spinning light. And tonight we spoke about AI, Earth news, and the power of spirit. our spirit. So I'm spinning light. I hope you liked the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks, Ghost Knight. Thanks, Trident. Thanks, Bob Harding. And thanks everyone else who joined us. Even if you're not writing in the chat, I'm sending you blessings and hoping you're making a wish. And I'm spinning light around you. And I'm going counterclockwise. I'm sending light around you. And I want good things for you. Be well. Bye. I'll be back next week.